You'll see global statistics of all vehicles I'll mention, just to see how other players perform with them. And their placement in top 10 doesn't matter because they're all very strong and unique in their own playstyle. Tormum 3, probably one of the most aggressive German premium tank in the entire tech tree. And that is because it has fantastic speed, great mobility, and if you overextend and meet multiple opponents, well, in that case, your reload speed will carry you through it no problem. Plus, you've got a very nice 30mm cannon, which you can use to shred light tanks or disable or just drag heavier tanks if you have to. It requires medium plus skill because it has no armor and gets targeted by cast quite frequently. But in general, it brings great silver and XP, and it has a pretty good unlock potential. Somua SM, probably one of my most used heavy tanks in the entire game. The twist is, whenever most people see French tanks, they instantly expect it to be made of wet paper. However, this boy right here has as much armor in the hull as King Tiger himself. So usually people just shoot you right over there and expect you to penetrate, and they bounce and then they start flaming. Oh my god, it couldn't even penetrate a French tank? Yeah. Because it has as much armor as King Tiger, bro. Like, it's amazing. Plus, it has fantastic reload speed and enough penetration to deal even with mouse and IS-4 ammo. No problem with that at all. But this tank is usually a zone capture tank because you'll use those shots very quickly. And their reload will take months. So basically, you'll have to sit in capture points to restock those shells so that you could continue fighting effectively. But in general, getting good Somua player off the site, I'd rather clean diarrhea than do that. That's how painful it is. OF40 MTCA. If you want to know what tank I use to improve my skills and get better at top tier, well, here it is. Literally this thing. And I bought it not because I wanted to unlock Italy, but purely because it was just that good. At 9.3, you have a fantastic DM33 shell, which has enough penetration to absolutely deal with everyone. Basically, enemies don't have armor against you. On top of that, OF40 has great aiming speed, fantastic mobility, good movement speed, great vertical guidance. It's just a very comfortable tank, plus like 50 cal on top of that and smokes. Medium skill required because it has very little armor, so basically you just need to be good at positioning and that's it. And that great speed allows you to reposition if something bad happens. Fantastic silver farmer, XP farmer, great unlock potential is just one of my favorites for sure. I use this thing a lot, especially right now. KV1C. I mean, it's for gentlemen that enjoy World War II and just enjoy driving around with trophy vehicles. This tank basically has the best of two worlds: Russian bias armor and Germanium penetration. You can just basically drive around and ruin games for people. Whenever there's like 2-3 guys on the enemy team with KV1Cs, you just instantly know that your team is gonna get wiped in like 3 minutes max. So you pretty much gotta get rid of those 3 raid bosses as quickly as possible, otherwise you're just gonna lose the game. This tank is purely a silver mission farmer, and just basically you just use this tank for fun because it will not unlock you top tier vehicles at all because it's a lower ranked vehicle. T29. I mentioned this bad boy in the setup video, but I mean, this is just a USA version of a King Tiger, which is also much faster, but honestly, it has a slower reload speed, which is fine because as soon as your shell leaves the barrel, someone's going to respawn zone right away, and it ain't gonna be you. So this boy is just really strong. It will farm you tons of silver, and it's pretty good at farming nukes actually. Merkava Mk.2D. This is probably the strongest tank in Israel tech tree. Basically, this tank alone taught me how to use utility, which is one of the most important skills that you can acquire in this game. And that is purely because this Merkava has insane amount of smokes. You can just spam them whenever you feel uncomfortable. So maybe there's like 3 guys coming at you, and you can just easily spam a bazillion smokes and then turn on engine smoke because you have thermals. You can see through engine smoke, you just drive away. If someone follows you, you just smack them for free. Those are the easiest, most free frags ever because not a lot of tanks have thermals in those BRs. So basically, you can just use this to your advantage to get completely free frags. Even if you don't use utility, it has pretty good reverse speed. It's pretty fast. It's pretty mobile. It's okay. It has a good, okayish cannon. It also has pretty good survivability on top of all that. Plus, if you put the amazing Skyhawk 2 into this setup, I'd rather keep you alive in Merkava, damn it. If someone destroys you, now they gotta deal with even a bigger problem. In general, it is more efficient to keep you alive in a tank for the enemy team than having you flying in a freaking plane. This tank is just unbelievably underrated, for sure, for sure. KV220. At this point in time, it's $50, so pretty damn expensive for a 6.0. However, it is really, really strong. People play Germany to just forget about enemy armor and just penetrate everyone they see by just shooting at their silhouette. And that is the exact moment when KV220 comes into play and just shatters their dreams. It's just, obviously you do need to know their weak spots because you don't have too much penetration. I mean, that 135 millimeters of flat pen, like, it don't feel like APFS DS, bro. But once you penetrate them, you deal like, oh man, it's like 2.5 M62 Sherman shells blowing up at once. Like, it sprays that shrapnel all over the place. And if on top of all that you have Yak 9K or Yak 9 UT with that 45 millimeter BD7 cannon, you will get death threats. It's the best, most amazing compliment that you can get. KV1B, this is the top 2 strongest obtainable vehicle in the entire game. I know T18E2 is technically top 1 because it is just absolutely broken in every single way, shape, and form, but T18E2 is rank 2, while KV1B is rank 3, which means you can complete daily missions with it, you can complete wagers, farm score for events to unlock more premium or just vehicles that you can sell on Gaijin store. So basically, you can unlock a lot of things by playing this demon. Obviously, main strength is just absolutely insane armor, because if you want to become a raid boss for the entire enemy team, just get this thing and that's it. It is $50 for a tier 3, which is a little bit painful, considering that it is top 2 strongest vehicle in the game. Plus, if you want to unlock like top tier vehicles, it ain't gonna help you much. It will help you with silver though, but it's, you know, but no XP gain at all. There is a cheaper version which you could get for Golden Eagles, which is KV1E right over there, which you can sometimes buy. I believe it's on May sales or something like that. Like, a few times a year you can get this thing. But then again, you will have to fight against Germany, which has more penetration, and they have a little bit easier time against KV1E. Tigris. Even beginners do very well with this boy, because even if their angle is incorrect, this extra armor right over here saves them from impending doom. Fantastic Cannon makes this tank a one-shotting machine, as there's enough explosives in the shells to literally automatically overpressure everything you penetrate. So you do not have to worry which part of the tank are you going to penetrate. If you penetrate, it's a guaranteed frag. One of the best Tigers in the game for sure. T58. I can pretty much guarantee you that this thing is definitely going to get nerfed just like Object 140, simply because both of these guys are top 1 and 2 best silver farming tanks in game. This tank is fantastic for average and above average players because this tank basically has godlike reload speed, which allows you to switch between shells if you have to, depending on the situation that you're dealing with. But for highly experienced players, those 7 shots will leave your barrel very, very quickly, and in that case you will have to wait very long to just restock 1 shell, or just go to base cap and just restock shells right over there, but that's much more risky. There are a few more fantastic premium vehicles that I didn't mention in this video, but since they have fantastic premium setups, most likely I mentioned them in this video right over here. So basically you can see them there. Thank you very much for watching, gentlemen. I'll see you in the next one. You're absolutely awesome.